Listen, makeup content creators, show me how to lay a good base. Show me when I should put my foundation on and when I should put my concealer and where I should put my blush for the shape of my face. Stop talking about your takes on things or your opinion or your life. I don't care. Let's start with the signal check since we keep on forgetting to even do it sometimes. Or we do it way into the episode.
Yeah, we keep forgetting our recent episodes, we've completely missed the signal check. So, what's a signal check for those who, I mean, maybe recent listeners who haven't been seeing it at the start of the episode? What is it actually asking when we say, what's your bars?
So a signal check is like the signal that you have on your phone. You know those four vertical lines that you've got down the side and it shows you how much signal you've got and how well you're doing for a call. That's what our signal check is. So it's out of a possible 4 bars. You can have 4 bars, which is full bars, and you are happy, you are content, you are just on top of the world. Then there's 3 bars, which is you're good, you're pleased, there's space for more happiness, but you're happy, you're good. 2 bars is mid, and you're just like meh, whatever, take it or leave it. 1 bar is you're kind of like hanging on for dear life. It's low out here and it's not looking good. And there's also no bars where you're just flatlined and you're not good at all. You've got nothing left. You need help.
Yes, exactly. Well explained.
Thank you. I am 3 bars,
Oh,
which are, yeah, higher than I thought I would say actually when I was thinking about it. It's been a decent day. I actually started off doing my reformer Pilates in the morning. I went
wow.
there at 7:30 a.m. So I was just
Wow, you
skipping.
got there at 7:30. Damn.
Yeah, I know. Madness. But I loved it. It was such a nice class because there weren't that many people. I love that instructor because she's really good.
Hmm.
So it was a good way to start my day. The sun was out and then it wasn't, and now it's back out again. And it's been an all right day as Mondays go. What about you?
Oh, I love that. Well, I'm coming off my birthday weekend, so in theory, I'm full bars. In practice, I'm doing all right, you know? I'm doing all right, but not quite full bars. But it has been a really nice weekend. This birthday was a lot more chill than the most recent few have been, which there's a time and place for it. Like, not every year is going to be showing up and showing out. Sometimes it's having a nice meal with your nearest and dearest, and that literally no complaints there whatsoever. So it was a really nice birthday. Good food, good vibes, good people. That was the theme of my weekend.
And I was one of those people. And,
You
and
are.
I really liked the restaurant that we went to on Friday, the day before your birthday. But I've got a gripe with seasonal menus.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I just think like so we went to this restaurant that's really, really nice. It's like a steak place that you can always expect to be on the menu. It's got like I think we ended up buying the 1 kg ribeye steak, which was yum, delicious. You can't go wrong with it. But I had been previously with Will and we got this really nice side that was like this corn rib situation with the nicest like buttery sauce and it was just like nothing I had tried before. Absolutely loved it. So I was so excited to be going back to there to order the same thing as a side and then it wasn't on the menu because it's seasonal and corn's not in season until September. And I was just looking at him like, bring out the corn because I'm seeing it in supermarkets and I'm sure you can still buy it in farmers markets or something and make it. I don't know. I do get it. They want the freshest produce, they want it to be lovely and delicious. But
Hmm.
when you're excited about a specific
Yeah.
dish and you have to wait till that specific month, it's just like,
And you came there specifically for that dish as well. Like coming
yeah.
back for that reason, and it's not there.
And what? It's asparagus that's in season. Like, yeah, I love asparagus, but work with me here.
The food was so good though. The next day, I was really craving that baba ganoush again. I was like, I just need, and that bread,
The glossy oil on that
right? It was
bread.
just doused in butter.
Yeah.
Delish.
I would definitely still go there again. Very nice food.
Hmm.
Um, and then what did you do on the Saturday?
So I went for dinner with Alex on Saturday. We had Chinese food, which was really, really nice. And then we just chilled, we spent the night in London and just, yeah, hung out. It's really nice.
Aww.
Yeah, it's a good one. But yeah, like I said, this year was just a bit more relaxed, like not buying a whole new outfit for it and wearing lashes and doing the whole like 2 days prep in the lead up. Yeah, how was your weekend?
It was good. So we had a really nice dinner on Friday, obviously, and then Saturday was very chilled for me. I literally just stayed in. I can't even remember what I did. I ran some errands. I had to take mum somewhere
Hmm.
because the trains were a nightmare.
We got soft served during the day because one of my
Yes.
friends had sent like some baked goods in the post and they were absolutely delicious. So, so good.
And I love that she sent like, what was it, six or seven? I actually didn't do that on purpose, I promise. I actually didn't do that on purpose. But she sent quite a few, so we got to try
Hmm.
like bits of each of the
Hmm.
cookies,
It was like
which was
dough, cookie, brownies. So delish.
so good.
Um,
Yeah. So I really didn't do much. I've really been meaning to go to TK Maxx because after a certain time period of me not going to TK Maxx, I'm like, I haven't checked in on TK Maxx. Like, what have
yeah,
they got
they got
in?
a whole
What's
new
new?
bunch of things. I was in TK Maxx on Saturday actually, because on the walk to the restaurant, I was so, so cold, and I was like, I want to see if they've got some. We had loads of time until our table, and I wanted to see if there was something I could wear just for the walk and being outside and being so cold. But there wasn't really much to write home about, at least in the one that I was in, which was in central London. So it
Yeah, that
was not the
surprises me
best.
because, well, yeah, actually, you're right. Tottenham Court Road's not too bad. Tottenham
That's the
Court
one I was
Road,
in.
really, I found some
Yeah.
gems in there, but yeah, it's hit and miss with TK Maxx. That's why it feels like you just need to be checking in
Hmm.
every couple of weeks. So I was meant to do that, but I didn't because I'm trying to save money. So instead, I ordered because Arsenal have been doing so well this weekend. I actually did watch the football on Saturday, on Sunday,
Hmm.
Sunday, which was a really good match. But after that match, I was like, right, I'm gonna buy myself an Arsenal bit of kit. So I don't have a jersey or a jacket or anything like that. So
Hmm.
in celebration for their success and David Raya's Golden Glove award, award, is it an award?
I don't know.
I was like, right, I'm gonna buy myself an Arsenal jacket. So I bought myself a little, yeah, a little something.
Wow, you're ready then for the parade,
Exactly. I'm getting ready for the parade. I'm going out on the 30th, which is when they're playing for one of
yeah,
the leagues, big one.
the Champions League final.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll be repping the team, the boys in red.
Oh, you're going out the night of or the night before?
Yeah, the night
Okay, cool.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So hopefully you can wear the jacket. It'll be good news.
exactly. No, this weekend has been incredibly chill. A lot of screen time. I'm gonna be so real. My phone, the hours of screen time have been up. I've been scrolling on my phone. I've been watching YouTube on my laptop. I have not touched my Kindle, which I went on about because I read that really good book and now I'm taking a long time to read a book that's good, but I'm just loving my phone. I'm sorry. TikTok's winning at the moment. Um, and actually, did you see that video of James Charles being an absolute asshole about this girl that had DM'd him? Do you
Yeah,
know? Yeah.
in this week's episode of celebrities or influencers are completely out of touch and we need to disengage. I wasn't, no, I was shocked. I was shocked. It wasn't like I thought that James Charles was a great person who cares a lot about the average man, but I was shocked at the blatant display of like pompousness, as if
Yeah.
that this would be a sympathetic audience to that kind of sentiment.
Right. You do realize you're talking to the
The
everyday,
common folk,
the
yeah.
common folk right now. So to give you guys some context, James Charles went on his spam TikTok accounts. You know how a lot of these influencers, they've got their main account and then they've got a backup account. His, mind you, this backup account that he has, his spam, has like 2 point something million followers.
Hmm.
which I guess is small compared to his 40 million on his main, but it's still a lot of people that it's going out to. And so he does this video where he's like shouting and ranting like an actual lunatic because someone had DM'd him saying, "Hey, I don't know if you've heard, but Spirit Airlines have laid a bunch of people off, 17,000 people off, and I've lost my job. Here is a GoFundMe link to, if you can please help me out. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but yeah, if you can, please." And he used the word triggered. He was immediately triggered by this. He was like, this girl doesn't even follow me. It's not like she had DM'd me before. It's not like she has supported me in any way. And she's there expecting me to give her money. She's a lazy piece of shit. In the time that she took to write this message, this copy and pasted message that she probably sent out to a million other followers, I mean, influencers and celebrities, she could have applied to 100 jobs. So no, I'm not going to help you. You need to go and find a job. People lose their jobs every day. Go and sort yourself out.
He said, he was like, why would I help you? All you've done is lose your job. All you've done is lose your job. But some more context on James Charles is that he is a beauty influencer who rose to internet fame in his teens. So he's only ever done this line of work. He's never actually been employed like a normal person. So extremely out of touch. I was just shocked at just how much he was going in. I really,
Yeah.
content creators had a lot more awareness about this kind of thing in this day and age.
Yeah, I think because of the vibe of his spam account is just him ranting and trying to be really funny and that kind of thing, he thought it would land. But it just shows how completely out of touch he is that he didn't even realize that that would just be such a miss, that it brought Miss Jackie Aina out to make a video about it. And she never does anything like that online. And she made a video just basically being calling him out and saying like, you know, exactly what you said about how out of touch he is. He's never actually had a real job. He's never had to apply and work through applications and have a bunch of rejections or ghosting from people, from recruiters. It's not easy out here. So all you've done is lose your job. Just shows how he just has no clue.
Yeah, I reckon with these things is when like a influencer or celebrity, it's mostly influencers who come out and say these things in a way that they clearly expect to garner loads of support around what they've said. I always imagine that they've said it to their friends, like they've had these conversations in their echo chamber of other equally privileged people, and they got their laughs, they got the interaction they wanted, they got everyone was, really affirming that as a really good point. And then they bring it to the rest of us, to a wider audience. They put it online thinking that they're going to get that same reaction and that same reception, but it's just a completely different composition of people. We're not going to support that because we easily could be the person who lost her job and has to rely on generosity from other people. So yeah, I just, that's the part that shocked me the most still, is that the way that he was saying it was very much like he was expecting us all to be like, what the hell? Yeah, so crazy of her. How privileged. Everyone's so entitled these days. No one wants to work these days. Like it's the same thing of when Molly May said that everyone has the same 24 hours in her bubble of like influencers who got a leg up from going on a reality TV show or something equally as luck based, that they'll be supporting that message, but the rest of us are like, that's a crazy privileged thing to say.
Exactly. And someone did a TikTok a while ago before James Charles's video where it was just like, listen, makeup content creators, show me how to lay a good base. Show me when I should put my foundation on and when I should put my concealer and where I should put my blush for the shape of my face. Stop talking about your takes on things or your opinion or your life. I don't care. Give me the basics to makeup and the creative shows, and don't add all this other fluff because you're always chatting out the side of your neck. Funnily enough, he did an apology video that he posted on that same spam account. And it's funny because he's kind of liking comments that are still supporting the message. And I'm finding it really weird that he used the language that he was triggered by that message.
Oh, really? How come?
Because what do you mean? Why did that trigger you? Someone asking for help? Someone,
Mm,
you feeling like an ATM? Why did
hmm
that get you that annoyed?
Yeah.
I just wouldn't, even if I wasn't going to help the person
hmm
or if I was just going to ignore the message, why would it, why would I have such vitriol in my heart for that? I don't get
Mm.
it.
Yeah, I wonder what like his context is. Like, is he experiencing that a lot from people in his personal life and seeing it happen with strangers as well? It's like, I'm already giving you content creators think they're giving us so much by making content as well. Sorry to say. They'll literally be like, we give you so much. Why are people so entitled to our personal lives as well? Because someone's asked a question about their boyfriend who they've shared on the channel before.
Hmm. Exactly that. Exactly.
So he probably saw that message and he was like, I give so much to these people, so much content, so much entertainment. And now you're coming asking me for money because you've lost your job. And it's so easy to also just ignore the message or say no. You didn't have to make a whole video about it, shaming the girl.
No one would have ever known that that happened. And even if she did a video being like, I sent James Charles the link to my GoFundMe and he ignored it, you could be like, I've got 40 million followers.
Hmm
Do you think I can keep up with all the DMs that I get? I just don't get it. Just ignore the thing. He really thought he ate that. He thought it was really, really funny and people would support him. And of course, people did. Because I was seeing so many comments being like, oh, y'all would hate me if I was an influencer. I'm just like, okay, well,
The thing is, saying all she did was lose her job is such an insane thing to say when you consider like Maslow's hierarchy of needs and the fact that our very basic bottom rung need is security. And
mm.
that's often linked to like security that your quality of life is secured. You're having shelter is guaranteed. You can purchase the food and drinks that you need to survive. When you lose your job, that very basic need is threatened. That need for security is threatened. So it's not just an all you did. That's because when him as an influencer or a content creator, when he loses a brand deal, he knows another one's around the corner. He knows that there's more offers, more opportunities on the way. If he says something and gets cancelled and things get pulled, there's always going to be another brand or another organization that wants to support that talking point. There's always a way for influencers to land on their feet, sometimes just by digging down. What's that word? Drilling down?
Doubling down.
Doubling down. Doubling down with something that got them cancelled and just appealing to a different group. And there's money on that side too. So it's just because he has no experience whatsoever with the real world and how people feed themselves and get by.
And even how people apply for jobs. You think that the time that I've taken to copy and paste this to you and how many other
Hmm
influencers and celebrities is the same amount of time it would take to apply to 100 jobs? You're stupid.
And also, he was like, "Go to Mr. Beast. It's not me. Go to Mr. Beast. Go
That's
find
his
Mr.
whole
Beast."
shtick.
Yeah. So what was he saying there? Like he's done everything to make sure that he doesn't come across as someone who would lend people money, and he can't believe that he's been approached for this. Very strange. Very, very strange.
But do you know what's so funny about this day and age is that girl could just come out now and say, I'm the girl, and then she could catapult her into like
Yeah.
a life of
Yeah.
influencership, and
Seriously.
Mr. Beast will come out and give her 100K, and then you
GoFundMe
just
actually GoFundMe actually commented on someone's TikTok talking about it, and they were like, "That's not very nice." At no, they just said to the person who created this GoFundMe and sent the message, please do reach out to us. We'd love to support you in whatever way we can.
oh damn, there you go. It's already started.
Literally. Speaking of TikTok, something that has been all over my FYP and has been putting the fear of God in me, making me laugh, making me scared, making me question my own morals as well, is this whole Hantavirus outbreak, where all of a sudden this disease that spreads from rats to humans is being passed seemingly from human to human. And we discovered this outbreak on a cruise ship. The TikToks that I've seen of people being like, I'm sorry to every passenger on that ship, but you may not dock. You may not dock. You'll go on that sea, go around in circles until we can be sure that you can come back. People being like, sink that ship. And then like, I'm sorry to you people, rest in peace, but we cannot allow you guys to dock. And as for me, I hear the sentiment. I hear the sentiment. Let's not be letting people loose willy-nilly. Let's have some control over this thing. What an opportunity. It's in a closed environment. Let's take advantage of that.
Yeah, don't waste the fuel actually by going around in circles. Just stay where you are. Bob, bob, bob along.
Let the waves
Enjoy the
meet you, the
waves.
naturalists.
You think we can go back into what happened in coronavirus? I'm not doing it. It's summer round the corner. No. What cruise is this? I've actually been keeping my eyes and ears and everything shut to this information. I really haven't been engaging in Hantavirus, whatever it's called. So I don't know much about it. Where is this cruise ship even going? Where was it from and how was it transmitted from a rat to a human?
To be honest, I also haven't been looking too much into it because my health anxiety can't. And because until it actually becomes an issue, I'm doing the exact same thing I did with COVID. Until it becomes an issue, I don't need to start tracking and watching. It's just spread from this person to this person to this person. I saw a article. This is patient zero. Like they found patient zero, and I'm like, okay, now what? Do we all rush him? Like, what do we do with this information that we know who patient zero is?
It was a man?
Of course, it was a man.
What was he doing with that rat? No, I can't be asked.
I don't know, but the thing is, lockdown. Now, a lot of us are romanticizing at least the first lockdown. It will never be back to that again. It's
No.
not like we get one good lockdown for every new virus. It was like that that epidemic in our lifetime times will never, or pandemic will never experience that novelty that brought about that peace and creativity that we all experienced in the first lockdown. And actually, not everyone, because for a lot of people it wasn't a great time, but for
No.
a lot of people it was like banana bread and TikTok dances and sunny walks and getting stuck into a new creative project, trying new things, starting businesses. It's not going to
Yeah.
be like that with Hantavirus. It's going to be straight into the trenches. It's going to be straight into lockdown five vibes.
Yeah, and I also feel like people are going to start rebelling.
You think we won't have the same level of compliance that we did the first
No.
time?
It will just start being like, no, that like, but then again, we are just British. We're not like the French. We do comply.
I think also when the virus, like the effects of the virus and the risks are really known, and do you remember like with Ebola, where it was like it's fast acting, you're gonna throw up immediately, you're gonna bleed from all sorts of places, and it's gonna kill you immediately. It's this.
It's
It's
not funny. It's not funny though, is it?
at all. It's not funny at all.
But what's funny was when you were saying, do you know what's been making me scared and making me laugh? It's Hantavirus.
It's just the way people are talking about it.
Yeah, yeah. No, I know. There are also, speaking of TikTok, this is just going to be a recap of our FYP. Speaking of though, there were actually TikToks and videos from the people from the boat saying,
Ooh.
listen, we're not just a little story, we're real people. It's
Mm-mm.
hard. And it's this guy crying, and I was just like, I'm gonna scroll now, okay? Because I don't, I don't want to hear about this.
Yeah, don't be selfish. Do not make us be sitting up here feeling bad for you. When if you had a choice, you would want the source of that virus to be far away from you. Don't come, don't
Why
come
don't
making
they?
us feel bad for saying you guys just driving around in a circle, please.
Exactly. Why don't they send out a ship, a volunteer personnel that can help contain them or reverse the virus or do an antivirus vaccine situation and go and vaccinate them all, keep them all in that cruise ship and just deal with it in that way.
We don't know what the suggestion is. All we know is you can't come back. But it's done.
Yeah,
They've
exactly.
already docked. They've already docked. We're way past that.
Oh, where are they?
I actually have no idea when it docked or where, but all I know is that they've let people loose and people are out there with the virus. So I think one of the casualties, his wife, was in an airport in somewhere in South Africa, maybe, and she collapsed in the airport and died as well. And she's since passed away as well. I think the air hostess who was on the same flight as the wife has also been taken in sick. I don't know if there's an update there, whether she survived or not. But all this to say, people are out there. The people from the ship are out there, rubbing up on other people, coughing all on upon every other people. Germs are moving from people to people, and or person to person. And I just feel like the world's most heartless person because all I can think is why why were you let out? Why were you let out? They have supplies for days and weeks. They have enough to
Mhm.
sustain to keep people on that boat. Why was it ever decided to dock? It's a
Put them
crazy
back.
move.
Put them back.
I was in on the when I was on the tube over the weekend, I was like, should I be wearing a mask right now? Like, where are we at? And why is it that the WHO haven't released the full details around this virus and what the risks are and how it's transmitted? They're holding back. It's BS. This is a conspiracy because I do feel like they're always trying to, the priority is always to avoid people panicking. So they're
Yeah.
always controlling how much information is given and when really I just want to know. Because to be honest with you, it's a bad bitch.
Uh,
Oh my God. That's my baby. Caroline?
who?
Caroline by
Ca
Anumi.
Caroline?
The song is called Caroline.
I don't know that song.
Baz. Um, yeah, it's all a mess. It's all a mess.
There's so much I didn't know.
Yeah, I think
Oh
a bit of
shit.
willful ignorance will go a long way with this one for now.
Yeah. I hope it doesn't get to that point. But I wonder what scandals will come out in this one. What's his name? What's that guy's name that was rubbing up that woman's backside and snogging her in his office during coronavirus?
Matt Hancock.
Yes. He's not he's not about. Jeremy Hunt isn't about anymore. So anyway, fingers crossed it doesn't get to that point and everyone's safe and okay.
Hmm.
But I was thinking again while I was on my phone for my 12 hours screen time a day. I saw this tweet where someone was like, "Do you know what this cruise ship needs?" And it was Mr. Mosby from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and obviously Sweet Life on Deck. And I was just like, he would get them all together. He would figure it out. He would make sure people are, what's that word? Quarantined into their
Hmm.
rooms. He would somehow reverse it and just sort it all out.
Hmm.
And it got me thinking, if you were on that cruise ship, thank God we're not, who would you want to be on that ship with you? It's like your dream blunt rotation, but just you
Well,
being on a cruise ship with
except with the element of you're not just looking for people who are fun, you're thinking as well, do I want someone who could potentially help with this situation? Do I want like a Florence Nightingale type who's gonna, really be really clamp down and hold the sick down, hold them in their rooms, keep them there.
yeah.
Um, and then, but or do I want to think about it as like I'm in the infected ship, my days are numbered, we're all gonna die one by one. Do I just want people who are gonna make it a beautiful experience or a funny experience or a what, like a bitch fest? Like how do I what am I looking for here?
Oh my God, bitch fest, that's my dream date. Or like a fun, crazy experience. That's so true. You have to think
Hmm.
about the different elements of it. Okay, let's say you are going to be released. You just don't know when because they have released people now. So you're just stuck on there for a number of weeks.
Do you know what personality traits I would not be looking for in a person to be stuck on a cruise ship with?
Who?
Anyone that's too nice. That's the kind of personality that I would not want to be in a zombie situation with. That's going to start feeling bad about the person being trapped outside on the other side. Just because they're standing there, maybe they're a bit old, maybe they're saying they're cold. Like imagine if there was someone who was infected, but they're a vulnerable part of a vulnerable group, like it's an old person or a child, and they're going, "Please, just let me in. I'm cold."
But they're already on the ship.
Yeah, but like everyone's quarantined in their own rooms.
Okay, yeah, and there's levels to it.
Yeah. And this person actually has the virus. This person's actually sick and you're not, and they want to come into your room.
Yeah.
I
You
need
kind
like the trust no bitch, take no prisoners, make a plan and stick to it kind of people, not the ones who can be swayed by, oh, I'm cold. Especially because I'm inclined to be swayed. So I need people who are gonna hold it down.
yeah.
I actually can't think of who I'd want to be stuck with. I think everyone would piss me off at one point or another.
Yeah, I think I think the same.
Who would you definitely not want? Like if you heard, oh my God, and this person's also on the ship, that would make you go, oh brother.
James Charles.
Do you know this? I don't know if you can say this, Chiz.
Go on.
One time I was having a really bad day and I was just going around. This when I still lived in London, RIP. I was having a bad day. Just everything was going wrong. One of those days where you try and do something and some completely random reason stops you from doing it, and something that doesn't happen in everyday life. And at this point, it's like 10 p.m. and I've gone for a walk and then gone to Sainsbury's, the big Sainsbury's in Dalston. And it was like a nighttime supermarket experience, which are always just a bit more peaceful, a bit more fun. Like it's an experience. So I'm in there now and I'm on the phone. Can't remember who I'm on the phone to, but I'm ranting and just like, trying to get it all out. And as I'm going about through the cheese aisle, I see someone come into the store and it just pissed me off more. It ruined my night even more, the person that walked through. And I can't explain why. Just that he looked so scruffy. He looked so scruffy that it was just like, where's the pride in oneself? I actually can't explain why it was getting me so much. I was like, and now you're walking around there with your face like a slapped ass looking such a mess. And I say this to say, like, I say this knowing as well that I was not, it's not like I was there looking dressed to the nines. Like, I can't say that I was looking cute either. But there was just something about the way he was carrying himself, the facial expression was just like, come on. You have to live in this area together. I don't know if
So
you're keen to say who it was. Do you know
tell
who I'm
tell
talking
the
about?
answer. Yeah.
Wait, one sec, one sec. No, I had to take that call because the storage people were telling me that they can't redeliver my items because it's outside of their redelivery range. Yeah. So they said they'd call me back tonight with an answer. So I had to answer that. Sorry.
Wait, so what does that mean?
Yes, they said it was they only redeliver within a 30-mile range. This is almost 40. And I was like, I was like, well, that's a bit of a problem because when I ordered arranged this service from the very start, I mentioned the redelivery. I gave the postcode of the redelivery. It was all agreed. Just you could should see it in your notes and he was like, okay, I have to speak to someone else. So this whole time I've been holding a secret.
Now your heart's going pitter pitter patter pitter. My thing, my worldly possessions. You know I'm a material girl. So,
Literally
oh
pooing
my
on the head of my
god.
mum.
So you're not 3 bars or 4 bars. You were not okay.
I'm scared. I've been scared. And then the other thing is, I was even just asking, is 29th of May, do you have availability then? All of a sudden, he's telling me we can't even do it at all. It's like, Tim, that's a bit of a problem, Tim. It's a big problem, Tim.
Timothy, work it out. Timothy. Chalamet. Um, what were you saying before you got called?
I'm not gonna say who it was because
Yeah.
that's just mean, but it was just like a comical kind of character. So I think seeing him in that context just really triggered something in me.
Wait, so are you saying that you just hope that anyone that's on your cruise ship
It's
is
looking
not
well
looking rough?
kept.
To be fair, the good thing about the cruise ship is they're you've packed for holiday.
Mm.
So you surely have your best your best
Hmm.
summer fits. So it shouldn't be too bad. I would like a comedian on there. Yeah,
Really?
I know that would start getting a bit old.
Mm.
But see, on my ship, they're all my employees, and they're like, it's like I'm the queen, and that's my court jester, and I want, yeah, I'll have Will there, I'll have you guys there. Um, no friends though.
Going to hit and miss. At least with family, when you're getting pissed off, you can just tell them to piss off and you can find an area by yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. So I quite like Munya. He can do this.
No,
He
but you know what
can.
would be annoying? Do you know what it's annoying about comedians is they're needy in a way. It's like they're not just there to tell the joke. They want you to give back to them with via your laughter and your adoration.
Yeah.
They're just constantly needing something from you, and that's that validation that they're funny. They'll be riffing on everything. Every character will be an opportunity. Every interaction will be an opportunity. You won't be able to just, and something will happen. You know, when something happens and you're with that jokester and you know they're going to say something about it. You're
Yeah.
just waiting to see which angle they're going to come from. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. Like a comedian's different to a funny person.
Yes. Yeah. That's true. That's so true because a funny person, it is just like
Hmm.
off the cuff. A comedian's literally gagging for it. You're
Yeah.
so right. They're waiting for it.
particularly particularly the celebrity ones who have like performed to huge audiences and they're always getting that feedback of like laughter and clapping and they're always getting that reception.
That's true. Okay, well, a comedian's only allowed on my ship if I can tell them when they can come in and out of their room.
Like a court jester.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, the vibes are low. Munya, come out of your
They'll come
room.
out with a song.
So, quick recap. We want people that are well dressed.
But just to say, you don't have to be in your Sunday best. Just don't be so scruffy.
Yeah, just make sure you shower
Yeah.
daily.
But
Uh,
also, oh my God, you know when you're an all-inclusive and there are those people who vacation here. They come here every year, every half term, this is their spot. They know it. Or even sometimes they don't even come multiple times a year. They just have been at that spot for a week and a half already. And you've just come on your first day and they start telling you about where to go and what to do and which cuisine's the best and which restaurants are the best in the hotel. And they know they're all inclusive like the back of their hand.
Yeah,
And they're passing on wisdom. Imagine those characters on a cruise ship. Oh my God, insufferable,
so
insufferable.
annoying.
But you'd want to know them because they're the ones imparting wisdom. They're the ones who would know what the tally is up to in terms of how many are sick. They would know, like, they'd have an insight into how much stock the crew are keeping back. You know, what to say to get this particular item and
That's
that particular item. They would be the fountain of knowledge in a lot of ways.
That's so true because those people are busybodies and they're
Hmm.
also in the know.
Hmm.
They'd be like, "Oh, I know that the second chef is down now. We only have two more um eggs running out."
Hmm. They'd be secretly stockpiling, taking things back from the restaurant to their room because they know something you don't.
Absolutely. I wouldn't want any influencers on the boat.
Why?
Don't start making TikToks and putting it on there. And if you are going to do that, make sure I'm not in the background of anything. I don't want people to see my distress. I don't want people to see me. I definitely wouldn't want people that like to take charge of situations.
Oh.
Bossy people.
Mm.
Unless you're properly strategic and you actually have some background knowledge or you know or you've been in this situation before, which would be crazy. I don't like those types of people that just like to be in charge and they don't fully know that's just where they're comfortable. Just coming in and taking charge. Just take a second, assess the situation. We don't have all the facts. It needs a it needs a group effort. You can't just come in here and be the queen. The queen. It's funny that I just said that I wanted to be the queen, and but still, I don't like those people that come in and just start going, "Okay, now you go and do this," and
Mm.
No.
Well, which person do you think you would actually be?
It depends what part of the quarantine I'm at. If it's near the start, then I think I'd be a beacon of hope. I think I'd be well dressed. So I'd be allowed on your cruise ship.
Would you
Um,
light up the boat? Light up the room
yeah,
when you come in, yeah.
I'd light up every
Bring
room I
that
went in.
lightness, yeah.
Exactly. I definitely would.
You know what that
Middle,
means?
what?
You die. You'd be first to die. It's always the
Wait,
ones who
what does
light up
that
a
mean?
room. It's always the ones who light up a room that die. It's true. You need to be the sardonic, dark energy, just a bit like cynical, makes like negative quips and doesn't see the good in anyone. They make it far. The ones who light up a room and bring levity to a situation, they're gone. Episode one.
That is so true. I didn't take into account that this is actually now a movie. It's a Netflix short,
Limited series,
limited
docu-series.
series. Yeah, it's a Netflix limited series. What do you think you'd be like? I think near the end I'd turn into that cynical person. If I lived long enough to tell the tale, I'd turn into that person and I'd be crying. You know, I'd be crying every
Yeah,
day.
you would be. I'd be so in denial for a decent amount of it. Literally, I think like 80% of the passengers would be dead by the point before I start taking it seriously and accepting that no, this is really, really bad. And I'd be also no, actually, I'd immediately have such bad anxiety and be scared to do anything. But I'd also have this like foundational optimism that nothing bad is going to happen to me and the people that I love. But in terms of how I present, like which character I'd be, I think I'd be somewhat of a snake. I think I would make a lot of friends and have a lot of allies, but be willing to push any of them overboard if need be.
Wait, you'd be a murderer? You'd be a murdering snake.
I'll just be
Why?
ready to save me and mine. I don't know what scenario would mean that we had to start pushing people overboard, but just I'd be prepared to if need be. I'd be prepared to do whatever it took. Would you, on that note, would you eat the people?
Ooh.
In a survival scenario situation, would you eat the people?
There's no more fish in the sea.
Let's
I'd
say
be
all the
like,
fish have hantavirus.
oh, I don't know that I could eat people, you know. I actually really don't know that I could do that.
What's the juiciest part? I
The
mean, you want
fly.
to, yeah, yeah. I
What?
thought you can say the bum, but I feel like it'd be so much fat that it wouldn't actually be that nice.
Yeah, it'd be fat or muscle. I don't think it'd be
Mm.
nice. I think that it'd be the thigh and the calves.
Mm.
That'd be good. But
You
I
need to
just,
put so much seasoning on it so you don't remember that you're eating a
yeah,
human being.
I can't do it.
I couldn't even drink my own pee.
No, definitely not.
That
It
means
would,
that's a non-starter then. If you can't drink your own pee, then you don't really want to survive. Where can you go
what?
from there? If you can't drink your own piss, that's step one. That's step one. And how far will you go?
I heard
That's
that,
the easiest one.
but apparently drinking your own piss is actually really bad for you
Oh, really? Because you're
in
drinking back
terms
the
of,
things that have been filtered out.
yeah.
But you're getting that water. At the end of the day, as long as you get that water, surely.
What is happening on this boat? This cruise ship. Because
I
at
don't
the start you
know.
said we've got all the supplies for days and days. And now it's turned into this place where we have to be pushing people overboard and then bringing it,
No,
fishing them back out for their
I plan.
thighs.
No, now it's a bit. It's gone a bit of post-apocalyptic where the people with the virus are zombies.
Ah, yes.
So if everyone's zombies and they want to infect other people, you're like now you're having to lock down in your rooms on a cabin by cabin basis. Do you see?
Yes.
But yeah, in any survival scenario, I don't know that I want to survive. I think it depends how much it is. Did you ever watch Paradise?
No, I didn't. I'm so
Oh,
sorry. I'm
oh my
sorry.
God.
And now the
We
backlog
can't,
is.
yeah, we can't fully have a conversation about this topic then if you haven't seen Paradise. So moving on.
Oh my God, I'm Selgie.
How have you not watched Paradise?
I've got so many shows that I need to watch. I've started none of them.
Fairs.
I feel like
Jet set
time,
that.
I just don't have time.
Your screen time is like 12 hours, 12 to 14 hours. There's no time. Fairs. Fairs.
Yeah, I don't know that I would want to survive either, to be honest. The PTSD would just be so
Mm,
the survivor's guilt,
yeah.
the flashbacks.
Hmm.
I don't know that I'm strong enough.
No. And on that sunny note, do you have anything to put on speaker this week?
That is a good question and one that stumps me every week.
I know, I'm gonna jump in with mine.
Okay, go for it.
So mine is Dogal.
I knew it.
So this is the one of the birthday gifts that I got that my friend sent, which was like a collection of different treats that were sent straight to my door, like baked goods. So there were like two different brownies, some cookies, all different flavors, different toppings. And I think that you can choose your own customized box, I assume. And everything was really good. So that's what I'm putting on speaker.
I can corroborate it was amazing. Oh my God. The cookies were thick.
They were like slabs of cookie. So, so good.
Yeah, delicious.
And with that soft serve, it went down a treat. The one with the
Oh,
little Kinder Hippo on top, like the white chocolate chip with the hazelnut cream and that was so
do you
good.
have any more?
No, all gone.
Did you did did you share it out? Like you said you wanted to?
Yeah, with you. I gave the Biscoff brownie to Alex. I'm not gonna lie, when I came home yesterday, I had like two, like the rest of two, which was so good. And then
Oh no.
today I had two after the rest of two after eating my lunch. And there's one brownie left. So I was thinking I'll give that to Ek and Tommy.
Oh, that's nice of you. I don't think they'll want it.
I don't think so either, so I'll just
I
take it off
think we
their
should have
hands.
I think we should have it with soft serve today. You keep saying soft serve. You keep
Soft
saying
serve
soft.
has been mentioned a lot, and there's only so many times you can say it before it appears in the mirror.
Uh, Mostly. I am putting on speaker an event. However,
Ooh,
I know, but you've got to be quick because by the time this episode comes out, it's coming. The event is the next day after. It is a live band performance.
didn't know you going.
Yeah.
Are you going by yourself?
No, no, Melina's got a ticket, you shit. Are you coming? Why did you say that you weren't coming in the end?
Huh?
Why did you say you're not coming in the end?
I didn't know that we were actually doing it. You didn't tell anyone
So
to
what's the
buy
point?
a
I
ticket.
sent the ticket. I sent the ticket, and we all said, "Oh, you said I'm going.
But
Oh,
the
I'm
next step
going."
is I've got my ticket. Why don't you say I've got my ticket? Then I know that we're having a serious conversation. It's true.
Um, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to a live band performs Beyonce, and they're gonna perform Lemonade because it's a celebration of 10 years of Lemonade, and it's gonna be a live band
Yeah, I
performing
feel like I should
Lemonade.
definitely be there 100%.
Yeah. So what the hell are you doing?
You can't just drop. I don't think that you made it clear that we were seriously having this conversation and making plans.
I'm going to the group chat to check because
Even if you sent the link and you're like, got my ticket, then we know we're having a conversation.
But when I brought it up recently and said, "Oh, guys, I bought my ticket by the way," and you were like, "Oh, I don't
We were
really,"
we
you
were
were
all
both
like, what the
backing
hell? No, because
out.
we were all shocked. We were shocked. We were like, what? You got your ticket?
So
You know,
what?
none of us got a ticket. You didn't
I
tell us
don't
about.
understand how that's the reaction. The reaction should be, "Oh, okay, great," because you were excited about it, and then the reaction was shock and then backing out.
Yeah. I think when you brought it up the first time, I wasn't living homeless. I think when you brought it up, I had all my things. So that will be the key difference that's changed. That's
You're
might
like,
have dampened
"What?
my enthusiasm. I don't
What
even want to
outfits
wear
are we
my
wearing?"
I don't even want to wear my tracksuits. To
Let me
Beyonce's.
just be honest and give you a point of correction. I actually sent this on the 1st of May when you were still living with
It's
me.
feeling hopeful, maybe, I
And
guess.
you reacted with the star eyes. Ek reacted
Mm.
with the love heart. Ek said, "I'm keen." You said, "Oh, where's your message?"
Ah,
I'm gonna
plot
have
twist.
no, 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 because I'm sure that you said something like, "I'm there." You said something like, I can't find it right now. I'm gonna let me gather. No, 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 wait, wait. No.
I'm hearing that you're not seeing such commitment.
Let me gather the evidence and get back to you. Are you coming or not?
I don't want to go, Chid. I don't want to
Why?
go.
Oh,
So
because
it's
of your stuff.
Thursday, midweek, just
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, stop it. You go out on a school night. Don't act like you don't. Wow, after everything Beyonce has given you.
Okay, maybe. Let's see. Chid, don't pressure me.
Okay, fine. I won't pressure you. Don't come. It's up to you.
Then what if I want to be at home? It's not like the old days where it's just going to Hoxton.
Oh no. I'll stop at
Beyonce,
some
what could I
point.
wear to Beyonce if I'm wearing one of your outfits?
I'll pull some stuff out. I'll show you your options.
Okay.
There'll be,
Maybe I should come then. Maybe I will come.
I think it'll be fun. We'll figure out how to get home together.
Okay.
All right then. Well, thank you for listening to this week's episode. If you would like to chat to us or comment on the episode, then comment on the YouTube or on our Spotify. And if you'd like to send us an email, our email is stayonthelinesis@gmail.com. Our Instagram and TikTok is at stayonthelinesis. So follow us and get involved in the conversations.
Yes.
All right then. So speak to you next week.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.